When finding the best travel insurance, I think the best way is to have companies come to you with their plan so that you can conveniently compare them and make a decision. That's why I use this comparison site called Insure My Trip, which I'll link in the description of this video. You put in your travel plans, age, and nationality, and it'll present plans that fit your situation. You can think of it like the Kayak or Skyscanner of insurance plans. It really is an excellent tool for people who want to shop around. And it includes reviews by customers. But I understand that for many, being shown all these plans all at once can get overwhelming and lead to analysis paralysis. And so if you're one of these people and want me to help you make a decision, keep watching because I've compiled a list of suggestions for the best travel insurance plans for various needs and demographics, and I'll show you how to easily filter for them on this site. I've also included timestamps in the video description so that you can jump to the recommendation that's relevant to you. I want to be clear that I am not a licensed insurance broker. I'm just a guy on the internet who's done all this research for myself, and now I'm sharing with you what I've found. And if you appreciate the work that I've done, you can support me by using the links in my video description, and the website will give me a small commission for referring you at no extra cost to you. So we're going to start with travel medical insurance, which mainly focuses on covering expenses incurred from having an accident or illness while traveling. Then I'll talk about comprehensive travel insurance, which will also cover expenses in case you need to cancel your trip due to an unforeseen event or emergency. I won't state the price because it will definitely vary based on your age and perhaps based on nationality. And with all these suggestions, it's always prudent to read the fine print yourself before making a purchase because I can only cover so much in one video before I bore you to sleep. So okay, based on hours of hair-pulling research, here's my recommendations. So the best travel medical insurance for Americans traveling abroad is GeoBlue Voyager Choice. The way to filter for this plan is in the results page under Plan Types, choose Medical. It's a single trip medical plan that does require you to have primary health insurance, and in return, it will not exclude pre-existing conditions. Now, if you don't have primary insurance, you can go for the GeoBlue Voyager Essential, but it will not cover pre-existing conditions with a look-back period of 6 months. The plan lets you choose your medical limit between $50,000 to $1 million and a deductible of between $0 and $500. The plan also features a direct pay program, which will pay medical bills upfront if the appointment was made with a medical provider in the GeoBlue network, and GeoBlue is aware of the appointment 24 hours in advance. It has an emergency assistance number to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and you'll have access to detailed profiles of the doctors and hospitals in the area that you are traveling. When you need to end your trip early due to a covered reason, trip interruption benefits can help reimburse you for the cost of transportation back home. Eligible reasons for trip interruptions include a covered illness or injury, a felonious assault, a terrorist event, or an imminent threat to your personal safety during your trip. This plan is great in conjunction with a travel credit card that comes with extra travel protection benefits. For example, I have the Chase Sapphire Reserve card, which gives me trip cancellation insurance, auto collision damage waiver, lost luggage reimbursement, trip delay reimbursement, and emergency evacuation. However, the plan may not be available for residents in some states, namely New York, Maryland, and Washington State. So one more alternative is HTH Worldwide. You have the same medical limits and deductible options and a direct pay program where they'll pay for your medical care upfront if you choose a provider within the HTH Elite Provider Network and inform them 24 hours or more prior to the appointment. So that was for Americans. Now, the best travel medical insurance for non-Americans is IMG Patriot International. The way to filter for this plan is in the results page under Plan Types, choose Medical. The plan will help you fill the coverage gaps from your primary health insurance. The medical coverage options range from $50,000 to $1 million US, but the maximum limit for people 70 to 79 years old is $50,000, and the maximum limit for people age 80 or above is $10,000, and you can choose a deductible from $0 to $2,500. For travelers up to the age of 64, there is an optional adventure sports rider add-on that will give additional medical coverage for an injury during an activity such as caving, bungee jumping, or wildlife safaris to name a few. This plan also includes 24/7 emergency assistance services that you can call. Now for Canadians, because of the current regulations you guys have up there, you need to buy insurance from dedicated vendors, and so this site has a specific page for Canadians, which I'll link in the video description. The interface is slightly different, but you put in pretty much the same info to get quotes. And so the best travel medical insurance for Canadians is To-Go Emergency Medical. You get up to $5 million in medical coverage and can choose a deductible of between $0 and up to $100,000, which at that point, I'm not sure why you're buying it. It also covers medical evacuation and dental up to the medical maximum. So those were my recommendations for travel medical insurance. Now, let's move on to recommendations for comprehensive travel insurance. This time, plans will also reimburse you for prepaid and non-refundable travel expenses if you need to cancel your trip for eligible reasons. The price of these plans will of course be a lot higher than travel medicine. And the best comprehensive travel insurance plan for Americans is Trawick International Safe Travels Voyager. The way to filter for this plan is in the results page under Plan Types, choose Comprehensive. The plan covers trip cancellation up to the stated value of your trip for eligible reasons. Examples include a sickness or injury of you or your travel companion, and a doctor has advised that you cancel your travel plans. Whether that causes a complete stop to your common carrier for at least 12 hours and prevents you from reaching your destination, or you get laid off from a job where you've been working at for at least 3 years. For some people, the plan gives you the option to purchase an additional perk called Cancel for Any Reason, which will cover 75% of your non-refundable trip cost for any reason not otherwise covered by the policy. Other than that, it also offers a generous $250,000 in primary medical coverage. The plan also includes misconnection coverage and pet medical expenses for people in some states. Unfortunately, comprehensive travel insurance is not offered to non-Americans, except if you're Canadian. However, you will need to use a different site, which I'll link to in my video description. The interface is slightly different, but you put in pretty much the same info to get quotes, and if you want to be shown comprehensive plans, you select that you want to be covered for both medical and trip cancellation. And so the best comprehensive travel insurance for Canadians is To-Go All-Inclusive. The plan covers trip cancellation up to the stated value of your trip for eligible reasons. Examples include accidents and illnesses that prevent you from traveling, getting laid off from a job that you've been working at for at least a year, and natural disasters. You may also have the option to purchase the Cancel for Any Reason add-on, which will cover 50% of your non-refundable trip cost for any reason not otherwise covered by the policy. So I hope these recommendations are helpful towards making a decision so that you can finally move on to the actual fun parts of planning your trip. As I said earlier, if you appreciate the info that I provided and would like to support me, please use the links in the video description when purchasing a plan. I'll get a small commission from the website at no extra cost to you. Thank you for watching and safe travels.